Yeah.
We're good? Oh.
Really?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, hi.
We're
I
still
didn't
getting-
see you there.
Still getting a little set up right now. I'm just gonna send a new message to Kat and see where she is at this point. Okay. So to anyone just joining now, looks like Kat is here.
Oh.
Send an invite to Kat.
Well, there she is. All right. So
Okay.
let's do this. Invite.
So guys, we're about to pull in Harley Cat cosplay. I'm getting a little set up right now.
Oh, wait a minute. I got the audio.
Yeah, you got the audio running from the YouTube channel. Oh, boy, I'm just gonna get that myself, actually. I hope you guys enjoy watching two guys on computers. Can't do that right now.
Let's see if it works this way.
Okay, we're gonna go. We may have to cut this part out tomorrow. This whole
The whole
thing.
good stuff?
Yeah, the whole
the good
part
stuff.
where we're just like, no, nothing's really, I don't know. Haven't really done anything with this yet. Okay, I'm now officially posting to Facebook. Here we go, just a link. Publish. And Tumblr. Here we go, just a link.
Stealing.
And a post. Okay, I'll leave that up. That gets closed. That gets closed. That gets closed. Okay. So that's where we're just like, no, nothing's really, I don't know. Oh, hey, Dad. Haven't done anything.
Hi.
Oh.
Okay, I'm now officially posting to Facebook. Here we go. Yeah, turn your audio off.
I did. It took me a moment. Hold on.
Okay.
Not all of us do this every week, guys.
I do this every weekend.
She
I know.
listens to us loud.
Oh God, still so quiet. How are you? Doing all right, Joanna? Oh boy. Okay. So now we have some people. Harley Cat cosplay. How you feeling today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're doing all right. We're trying to be productive, and it's not super going. It's not going that well, but
It's
we're
not
doing all
going that
right.
bad.
No, it's not so bad. So, are you ready to answer some questions?
I think so.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Let's see what we started with. Question number 1. This is coming from Barricade Chap on Tumblr. She asks, 1, have you visited the UK? If so, what was your favorite part about it? Now, we're going to be letting Kat go first on all the questions.
Yay!
Have you been to the UK?
I have not yet. I really want to, though, because half my family is from there, and I need to get over there.
Yeah.
Oh, am I super loud?
No, you're good.
Well, you say so. People in the chat are loud. No.
Oh my God. Oh, she's so loud compared to us. Maybe we need to bring the mic in. Hold on. We're turning the microphone up. Or not.
Well,
Can't
let's
really
see.
do anything about that.
No, that's all the way up. All right, well, carry on. I'll play with this.
All right, he's gonna be playing with the settings. So your family's from the UK, and you've never been there.
No, my grandma, the one that you met, actually was born and raised out there.
Yeah, I detected a little bit of a dialect there, but that's a story between you and I think. Have you ever been to the UK?
I have not been to the UK. Are you going to take me next time?
Yep, I sure am.
Okay.
No,
Put it in your suitcase.
I've only been once. I took my mom on a trip. She's always wanted to see castles and stuff. So we went on a trip to London and then to Edinburgh. And it was a lot of castles. There was many of them, and we saw them, and I didn't appreciate them that much, honestly. As beautiful as Edinburgh Castle was, anything where you have to buy a ticket to gain the same admission as everyone else. It just doesn't seem like the most adventurous experience to me. So the UK, my favorite experience was meeting Farlight. I got to actually meeting Farlight and meeting Loki of London. And I got to meet a couple other Loki.
I don't.
Is that showing? I don't think that's showing up. Is it?
I don't
Are
know.
you seeing that, Kat?
What?
No. Okay. Yeah, it's showing up. Wait. Hold on. Anyways.
Oh.
So, yeah, I hate that. Okay. So yeah, meeting Farlight and Loki of London was the high point of that. So, Kat, do you have a favorite musical or play?
Chicago.
Chicago.
The movie.
You know what
Or musical, technically.
I like Mr. Cellophane.
Fuck him. I like John C. Reilly.
Yeah, yeah. Favorite musical? What do you or play? Favorite play or musical? All right. Well, I guess I'll just...
Wait, I'm trying to shut it off. I just don't know how.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that did it.
All right. Favorite play or musical for me. I actually really liked Les Mis when I got to see it on Broadway when I was in New York a long time ago. But I can't think of another play or musical that I really loved seeing.
I don't think I've ever gone to see one.
Well, what about a musical on film?
Like Nightmare Before Christmas type stuff? Is
It's a
that
musical.
considered a musical? All right.
An animated musical. All right, Nightmare Before Christmas. A very valid answer. Yeah, I'm actually kind of diametrically opposed to musicals, especially at karaoke. Like, I do not like show tunes. I sort of get... I criticize people who listen to show tunes recreationally because it's like listening to part of a movie as music. And it's like, well, great, you just got the second fifth of the exposition of this plot line as a musical thing in your car. Yeah.
I mean, usually I don't like the music, but yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas is the only one I can deal with.
Kat, do you listen to any show tunes in your car?
Not often. I mean, stuff will pop on the iPod randomly, but nothing dramatic.
Nothing off of Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog.
I've actually never seen that.
Really?
Yeah, it's on the list of things to do. There's a very, very long list of movies that I need to catch up on.
I think the only musical I listen to is Tenacious D's Pick of Destiny.
Nice.
There's a couple songs on there.
I haven't even seen that.
It's good. Well, it's bad, but I like some of the songs.
It's meant to be bad, right?
It's pretty stupid, yeah.
Well, so they succeeded in what they were...
Correct.
Okay.
Right. All right, moving on. Anonymous. Always get nervous when Anonymous asks questions on Tumblr. I have a couple questions for your live stream. If you could take any book or series and turn it into a movie, book or book series and turn it into a movie, which would you choose? And give a brief description. I think I would reboot Ender's Game. Kat, what book or book series would you do?
I'd reboot the Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh, Narnians.
Wow.
Actually, do all of them, not just 3.
Okay. What did you have a strong connection to Narnia when you were coming up?
Not a strong connection. It was one of the first book series that I read all the way through, and when the movies came out, I remembered not hating them, but not loving them.
And yet this is the book series you would choose to make into a movie if you could choose anything?
Yeah, well, because I like the books. It was just the movies kind of were a letdown, so I want to try that again.
The movies had some good stuff in them, but not enough to really justify them as, great movies. Book series as a movie, what are you going to do?
Goosebumps.
Yeah. Oh, my God. They're actually making that. With Jack.
They're making a Goosebump movie.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Are they really?
Who know that?
Yeah, Jack Black's going to be the lead. The trailer looks like the worst Nickelodeon garbage in the world. I shouldn't be saying that. I shouldn't be knocking stuff that I haven't seen, but it looks like garbage. Let's be honest.
Don't want to like it. I want to like it. I want to hope that it's good.
I want to like you, but I don't.
I know.
All right. Number 2. Would you guys consider yourselves to be more emotional or more rational? What do you think, Kat? I know what answer I got for you. Don't let me down.
Yeah, it's really gonna depend. I think I'm more rational at like work, but if you put me anywhere where I'm near like friends or family, it's emotions 100%. Don't you be making that face at me.
Having never seen you at work,
you've seen my Facebook.
I can only really agree with the one. Yeah, that seems pretty emotional to me.
Yeah.
God, I look awful in this light. Can we get some more light in here?
No. I look great in low light.
I look terrible. Look at me. I'm like, oh, I woke up with a cold this morning. I feel bad. Now he's going to have a cold too. So to anyone at SAC Anime who wants to give me a hug. Sorry.
Bonus Loki germs.
Yeah. How about you? Emotional or logical?
What's your opinion?
Me?
Yeah, of me.
You're certainly not sentimental.
I'm not?
No, not really. You get mad sometimes, but even when you're mad, you're not that mad. Yeah, I'd say logical for you most of the time.
Okay.
I mean, what would you say?
Emotional.
For yourself?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Maybe I just hide it.
I guess, yeah. I don't know what's ticking in there, and most of the time I'm not really paying attention, so.
Crazy things in here.
Yeah, not very attentive. I mean, I like to think I'm logical, but sometimes late at night, I get to thinking about things. Bad things. You know what I'm talking about, guys.
And that's it for
you
today's
know
show.
What's going on. All right, I'm staying at ThorTV's house tonight, all the way through the night. Okay, so this is from Kathy from Facebook, so Kathy from Facebook. Hadn't had the chance to read through all your old posts. She says these are probably questions we've answered before, and she's right. Her daughter would like to know why we chose the characters that we chose to cosplay. Kat, why do you choose the characters that you choose to cosplay?
Mostly it's something that catches my eye. Like I do a lot of Artist Abe stuff, and his art just, I want it. So I make it. And Hydra, I just happened to stumble upon her and didn't let her pass me by.
Got it. But you've got to have a dozen cosplays now, right?
Probably.
Let's see. We've got Madam Hydra, Harley, Poison Ivy.
You Harley.
Debuted?
I have an older Poison Ivy, and then I have the new one, the new one that I'm still building.
All the green villainesses, you got them covered.
Yeah, Enchantress is coming for Salt Lake.
Enchantress, yeah, there you go. So pretty much, Kat's answer to that question is interesting things that are mostly green, except for Harley.
Yeah, it works.
Okay. And Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Yeah, my Deadpool bunny.
Oh, that's right, the bunny. Bunny.
Bunny.
She doesn't like to wear pink, apparently. Because I made a suggestion that was pink, and she like that.
Don't do
All
pink. Right. I've done pink twice, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. A likely story. So obviously, we've told this story 1,000 times. We chose our cosplays because we kept getting people telling us to do Loki and Thor.
I don't want to dye my hair. That's why.
Yeah, and I don't want to cut my hair. So we've been typecast, and we ended up being good at what we do. So there you go. That's the answer for your daughter. All right. Do you have questions in your chamber? In your question box?
Well, I have one, but kind of irrelevant for anything. It's just phrased weird.
Ask the question.
It's just
we're here to answer
weird.
questions. You
All
gotta
right.
ask that.
So, from Anonymous on Tumblr, What do the kiddos think of Uncle Loki?
Ah, yes, this question.
Aw.
What do the kids think of Uncle Loki?
Have they met you yet, or
Nope.
You have to answer first.
then they're probably really indifferent about you?
Yeah. They don't care.
Not yet.
And I'm disappointed about that, but also very, very relieved because
You'll meet one of them tomorrow.
yeah, I figure she's the most manageable. She's got the most developed brain cells, right?
I would think that would be my 3-year-old.
The most manageable?
Yeah.
A 3-year-old? Yeah.
You ever been around a teenager?
Do you have a cage for him or something?
Yeah.
No. No, 3-year-olds are not my bag. Is he pooping on his own?
Yeah.
Is he
Does it all
wiping
by-
on his own?
No, he doesn't do that. What he'll do
Right.
is he'll get off the toilet and he'll like put his butt up in the air and his hands down on the ground. And just all you get is like butt and balls and you have to wipe for him.
Not manageable. Right. We're going to leave that one alone. So perfect. Uncle Loki, deadbeat dad, not involved in the children's life. So there's no other questions in that whole thing?
No,
Okay.
that's not a question. That's
All
a
right.
statement. Yeah.
Starting with the things on the thing. How are you? We are good. Kat, we already asked you how you are.
Yeah.
I'm on the Harley Cat email. Okay. Good. Highlighted my day. Still so quiet to be the ER? Yeah. Who's asking the ER? Anything that ends in a question mark, I'm going to answer it. So if you guys are talking amongst each other and one of you has a statement and the other one questions it with something like the ER, I'm going to be like, yes, the ER. Yeah, she is. Snow Castle for you in the future. I saw your karaoke with Far. Not bad. Thanks, Risa, for your offhanded assessment of my karaoke skills. Kat, can you maybe turn down the volume on your mic a little? If I turn down the volume on my laptop, I can't hear Thor and Loki anymore.
I think it
Have
might
we-
be fixed right about now.
Okay, yeah,
I put us up and then her just like a touchdown.
Okay.
So hopefully, I don't know, no complaints yet. We'll know in about 30 seconds.
So the how are you doing that? I'm assuming is the devil horns.
Oh, that.
Yeah, it's just if you do GChat or Google
Hangouts.
Hangouts, it gives you a button. It gives you mustaches and kitty ears and stuff.
I want to turn them all on.
Thor should laugh more. It's hilarious. I will as soon as I say something. Laptop is finally agreeing with me. Hello, everyone. Okay, good. The opera was awesome. Okay, Phantom of the Opera. Not a big fan. Seems boring.
That's horrible.
Oh
I've had to
god.
suffer through it many times.
I got to see Poto twice long ago when it came around. P-O-T-O, Phantom of the Opera.
Oh.
I like Poto.
Poto sounds better. I might go watch that.
Poto.
Have
If
you
you
seen
could-
Poto?
All right. If you could star in any movie, which one would you pick? So, if you could star in a movie, let's put some limitations on this. If you could star in a movie that was a reboot, if any movie could be rebooted and you were going to be the star of it, which movie would you want to do?
How dare you put limitations on me? I don't think I've seen a lot of reboots lately. Like, there's been Total Recall, right?
Right. Well, I'm
I've
not
never
saying it
seen
has
any
to.
of those, or the, you know.
But like, if you could think of like, you could do Casablanca if you wanted to. You know, it just is a movie that people will know about, rather than saying, well, I would make a movie of the story of, I don't know, MC Escher, and I would be the star of it or something like that. Like, no one knows what the hell you're talking about. Shut up with that. I just told you not to do that.
Do what?
All right. So a movie that already exists. What's your favorite movie that you think you would want to star in?
I think Van Helsing. Just because I want the wardrobe.
Female lead in Van Helsing. You get to wear
Very
a
nice.
jaunty hat and everything.
Crossbow.
Yeah, and the big red dress.
Now, would you be interested in stunt training?
Yes.
Okay. Would you do all your own stunts, even if it involved like Tom Cruise level hanging off the side of a plane that's taking off?
As long as I was trained for it, yeah, sure, why not?
Wow, all right, that's pretty ambitious. How about you? Which movie you want to be in?
I can't think of any remakes.
It's not about the remakes. It's just a movie. Just think of a movie.
You told me remakes.
You can be in The Matrix.
I would like to be in Matrix.
Okay, perfect. That's your answer then.
I like that you said that right as someone suggested me as Trinity.
Well, there you go. I don't think that would be the lead, though. You would be Neo.
She's a lead. So more than one lead, isn't there?
The lead is the lead.
There's multiple leads.
All right. Oh, Dumb and Dumber has 2 leads.
We can start this. We should do that.
Oh, I hate this question.
You just hate my ability to not answer.
I think I would want to do maybe The Mask. The Mask would be fun, and I would get to be Loki still, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be kind of a downtrodden. What's his name? What's the guy's name from The Mask?
Jim Carrey?
No.
Or his actual character name.
Lipkiss. Stanley Lipkiss.
Yes.
No. I think it's Lipkiss. Yeah, but that's what I like him.
Stanley Ipkiss.
Ipkiss.
Yeah.
That's right. I was thinking Dr. Lipschitz from
Dr. Lipschitz.
Dr. Lipschitz from Rugrats. Lipkiss.
Okay.
I get it. All right. Did you guys?
Rugrats?
What are your thoughts on the death of Wes Craven? Cat.
I didn't want to believe it for the first couple posts that I saw. I was really hoping it was a hoax, and then I got really sad because Freddy Krueger's one of my favorites, and I keep seeing all the artwork of Freddy and Ghostface together, and I went to Hot Topic the other day, and the little pops were next to each other, and it made me really, really sad.
Oh, that's sad. What do you think about Wes Craven dying?
I don't have an opinion on it. Like I understand.
This is why I say you're not emotional. Like, this is why I say you're not overly like sentimental. Is because Nightmare on Elm Street is like
I love
a
those
thing
movies.
for you. Like, you love that movie.
He created it.
And yet you're like, Wes Craven, whatever.
Okay. I get your point now.
Yeah. Now, with me, I don't even like any of his movies necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure I've seen a couple and maybe enjoyed one or two, but like, I don't know. I never really followed him as a director, and I'm sad that a good man, I assume, is dead. But I assume I don't know him personally. He could be a jerk, but I assume he's a great guy. So all right. So he's gone, and there's nothing we can do about it. I guess there's no real thoughts to have on it aside from cherishing our own lives in the memory of a past comrade in the creative field. Here we go. Loki and Thor, what do you do to get out of a bad mood? Kat, what do you do to get out of a bad mood, even though this was strangely aimed directly at us?
I watch movies.
Or
I'm escape from reality that way.
You watch movies, or
what answer are you looking for, Bill?
Let's say it's Thursday around 6 o'clock. What do you?
You want me to say that I come home with my guys? Big ham. Yes, I love my guys.
A lot of people do that.
That's
right. A lot of people have been posting about.
But why do you assume I'm in bad moods on Thursdays?
I'm not assuming that you're in a bad mood. I'm just saying that if you were to be,
watch our dub smashes.
Maybe you got somewhere to turn. Right here. What do you do to get out of a bad mood?
Cartoons.
Yeah.
Usually anything Seth MacFarlane can help.
Okay, Family Guy.
Dude's a genius.
Yeah. To get out of a bad mood, I usually eat. Because usually that's why I'm in a bad mood. It's because I've gone too long without eating, and
that's just hangry.
Yeah, exactly. But But like typically I can get myself out of a bad mood by being like, well, the world sucks. Fuck it. I got nothing to do about this. So
give this man a Snickers.
yeah, seriously. So
We
I
could do a
just
Snickers commercial with Loki.
okay. Hey man, eat the Snickers. Why? Oh, because you become a malevolent demigod.
No, you would already be Loki.
Yeah, and then
you give
I'm
a
like,
Snicker
oh
and
no,
then-
I don't have the helmet on, and I eat the Snickers, and I'm like.
Yeah.
By the way, this is exactly how the dub smashes are made.
Pretty
We
much.
just do this for 15 seconds.
Sounds about right.
Dub smash. My ex-boyfriend won't see it because he's terrified of gnomes. I don't know what the hell that's about. Oh, Smurfs being gnomes. Good.
Interesting thing to be afraid of.
I don't know. Oh yeah, gnomes are similar to Smurfs in that they have similar hats.
Yeah, but
You
who could
guys
be
get
afraid
on
of a
some
gnome?
weird. Yeah. Kat, how do you feel about gnomes?
They terrify me.
What about that time in?
Absolutely terrify me.
Did you see Ant-Man? Did you see Ant-Man?
Not yet.
Oh man.
Dude,
Movie
I
is
live
awesome.
on a very big rock. I'm seeing it tomorrow. We're going to the drive-in and we're seeing a double feature of Jurassic World and Ant-Man.
Well, are you going to see it in 3D?
No.
All right, never mind then. Forget
I
it.
know, I'm sorry.
No, don't. Please don't go see movies in 3D on my account. If anything, I want people to boycott 3D now because they will go labor out of the United States and they hate everything.
I can do that because it gives me a really bad headache, so.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't bother. There's a gnome. There's a part with a gnome in Ant-Man.
Oh yeah.
I did that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see it.
I did the 3D for that, I should say. It's the more accurate thing. Okay.
I thought you posed for it.
It was like
Yeah,
this. It
it's
was
like doing the Deadpool
Yeah.
pose.
Yeah, it was like the Deadpool in front of the fireplace thing. Favorite movie soundtrack of all time? Kat?
I don't know.
What'd you think?
God, I'm so glad that somebody could be on my level on some of these questions.
You gotta just bullshit it. Listen, if there's one thing that I can tell you about being on a webcast, it's that you gotta be full of bullshit. And that's my strong suit.
I know it is.
So,
We try to be all genuine and honest, and you just roll out anything out of your face.
what's a movie soundtrack that you've ever owned?
Oh, I knew you were going to follow up with that. I'm pretty sure I own Blade Trinity soundtrack and liked it throughout high school. Don't make that face at me.
What is okay? Who are the artists that may or may not have performed on the Blade soundtrack?
God, I don't remember.
Blade Trinity soundtrack. I know in the original Blade movie, there's like a part. There's a part where they go into the nightclub and all the music's like.
That's a Rob Zombie, isn't it?
Maybe, I don't know.
Wait, what movie are we talking about?
Blade.
Oh no, that wasn't it.
It's like you know.
Great explanation.
Yeah, it's
No,
like that.
Fantastic.
All right, so we're going with the Blade's Trinity soundtrack as it seems to be the only one that exists in your universe. Do you have a movie soundtrack that you enjoy? All right, while he's doing this, wow, these are some hard-hitting questions tonight.
We'll get you an answer.
There was a soundtrack, I don't know if it's the movie soundtrack or if it's actually the video game soundtrack, but Mortal Kombat put out a soundtrack when I think Mortal Kombat 2.
That was awesome.
And it had like Chinese Ninja Warrior was like Sub-Zero's.
Had a bunch of different versions of the Mortal Kombat song.
Yeah, and there were like a lot of them were like techno versions of like you know, just kind of integrating sounds from the different characters and stuff. So I really like that album. And I think the Batman soundtrack was one of the first albums I ever owned. So I liked all that stuff. Favorite
Spawn.
movie? Spawn?
Soundtrack.
Oh yeah, that's got Filter and the Crystal Method on it. That's got like
Metallica.
It's got Metallica. Yeah, the Metallica From Whom the Bell Tolls remix.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, can I go with the soundtrack for Through the Never?
The soundtrack for Through the Never, which
Okay.
is a documentary about Metallica. Yep. Okay.
That works.
Nailed it.
That's it then.
It takes just a little discussion to come up with some stuff. All right. So that was probably more time than we should have spent on that one.
We have an infinite amount of time.
It's true. We do. We live forever.
Yeah.
Which online community do you like the most? Facebook, Tumblr, YouTube, Instagram, etc. What's your preferred social media of choice?
Still right now Facebook, just because it has a little bit of everything and most of the people I know are on it still.
Okay. What do you think?
I was trying to remember the original name for, there was I think it was Underground or something like that. It was before YouTube. There's a video hosting site that was kind of like YouTube.
Underground?
I think that's what it was called.
Angel Fire.
No.
MySpace.
MySpace. It's my favorite.
Friendster.
Oh, God.
AOL Instant Messenger, the original social media platform.
Yeah.
ICQ. BattleNet.
ICQ.
ICQ was like a different version of AOL Instant Messenger. It was okay. And
Yahoo Messenger.
When you got a message, it would go, oh.
Yeah, yeah. I have that.
That was ICQ's claim to fame. Uh-oh. I think my current one is actually Tumblr because there's so many like actually beautiful things on Tumblr. And it gives me a chance to, it opens up questions, which is good. And it's good to actually like interact with people on a question and answer basis. But I don't use it to socialize much.
Tumblr?
I wanna be a lurker more on Tumblr than I want to be an active participant, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I use for social interaction the most.
Yeah, with me, like I use Facebook the most as far as posting things.
Yeah.
And then I use Tumblr the least for posting things. I just repost things that I see on Tumblr.
It's like people can ask questions and then you answer it and it becomes a post.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Yeah. It's nice, but like I don't put as many pictures up there. I don't put as many videos up there.
Yeah, I don't do that.
And there's porn on there.
So,
Really good porn.
good point. Yeah.
Mm. You got a favorite Tumblr porn blog, Kat?
Yeah, she does.
No, I've actually never stumbled across any.
Oh, you
I
got.
don't know them very often.
You've never stumbled across porn on Tumblr?
Mm-mm. I swear on my scepter, I never have.
She's taking your advice about being full of bullshit. Huh?
That's some bullshit. Okay. All right. I find it funny that people want to be a guest on this webcast because I'm going to give you a hard time about some stuff.
I figured. I do know you guys.
I've seen you looking at boobies and butts and stuff before.
Huh?
Never mind. Everybody looks at butts. It's a natural part of the growing process.
That's so nice.
Worst movie soundtrack. Oh man, it's the worst movie.
Can we go with Phantom of the Opera for that?
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Ear bleeding music.
Worst movie soundtrack. I'm gonna say Eraserhead. Because I hate that movie more than I hate any other movie. And it has some of the most irritating sounds in it, and I'm guessing that if there's a soundtrack made of it, it's going to have some of those irritating sounds in there.
Never even heard of it.
It is a David Lynch film, and it's super weird, and it's the worst.
All right, I'm going to have to watch it.
Don't
Because you know
Don't
I'm
do
going to like it.
do this.
You know I'm going to love it.
All right, so Kat, you're going with
Phantom.
Okay. Or what is it? Popo?
Opera.
Poto? Poto? Popo? Ooh, here's a hard hitter. What's your thoughts on cross-gender cosplay, aka girls playing male characters?
Cat?
Well, I've done it, so I must be for it.
Every pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone here is going to have a negative stance on any sort of gender
I don't have a problem with it.
gender swapping.
I like a lot of it.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything that's ever offended me or,
Those fake beards, though, like start coloring on beards. I get offended.
Yeah,
I don't get
get yeah, no one. It's like, do whatever you want to do, and I may not even notice it, if anything. Sometimes a crossplay is so convincing that you don't even know who you're talking to as far as gender, nor should you care.
I don't care.
It doesn't even matter. So just everyone's doing their thing, and that's fine. So it's not really an issue. Let's see. I'm subbed to you inside the magic. I'm subbed to you inside. Oh, inside the magic. Okay, they're talking to each other. Loki, why do you keep hair ties on your fingers? Or is it even hair ties? I keep hair ties on my fingers because if I try to put them on my wrist, it gets too tight. And I don't like that. So I get enough tension if I wrap it around 2 fingers, and it's just more comfortable and less in the way. Kat, where do you keep your hair ties?
You do realize my hair is like 2 inches long right now.
Yeah, but you have long hair.
No, I know. When I did, it was always on the left wrist.
Left wrist, right. I do left fingers. So it's just too tight on my wrist, and I don't like that. It leaves me with like a weird red mark.
Yep. I put it on my wrist, but that's after it's been worn a while. I can put it on my wrist and it's fine. When it's new, I can't.
Yeah, it's too much.
I usually have it kind of like that.
You put it around your fist to stretch it out.
Yeah.
See, I hate it I like it when they're new and they're still tight.
I like somewhere right in the middle.
Kind of a broken in hair tie.
Yeah, that's still functioning.
Do you have any hair tie rituals that you'd like to share with us, Kat?
Yeah, sorry, my mind's going in really bad places.
Oh, yeah, she went. I knew that.
Listen, before we go into this, I just want to state for the record, I like it tight. All right?
Yeah.
Now, I have had a couple of gin and tonics tonight. And I just want to tell you right now, I like it tight.
It's got to be somewhere, slightly used, but not over the top used,
I like it tight.
I will go and buy myself used ones if I could.
Me personally,
I mean, who doesn't?
I like it tight.
Yeah.
So, Kat, tell us, do you like the ones with the little metal thing wrapped around them, or the ones that are just like kind of fused, like they're melted together?
The fused ones. The metal ones I would always seem to snap on my wrist, so.
What about scrunchies? We never get to use scrunchies as guys.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't really know what scrunchies provided that other hair ties didn't.
Get some poofiness back here.
Yeah, like it adds visual interest. Is that it? Just kind of makes your hair look like a flower?
Bow on one of them.
Yeah.
We can wear that stuff.
Yeah, but Kat, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You ever use scrunchies? Fellas, I want you to take a break. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You ever use some scrunchies?
Maybe when I was still in elementary school.
All right. Did you have a favorite color scrunchie?
Probably black. It goes with everything.
Kind of
Yes,
gothy.
it does.
Yeah. Black is the new and old black.
Yeah, black is the new black.
It's all blacks. Blacks are. Anyways, this is getting weird.
It doesn't need to have a purpose.
What would you guys rather do? Get stuck in an elevator with 6 hours of Justin Bieber music, or shave your pubes and put Icy Hot on them? All right. Kaiser Soze 69 is asking the pube. No, that's not a trolling question. That's a question that I can get into.
Okay.
Okay, so Given the choice between listening to Justin Bieber in an elevator for 6 hours or shaving your nether regions and then smearing icy hot all over it, what is your choose your destructor?
I think I could do the 6 hours. I would tune him out.
You
She
can
doesn't
tune.
even have balls, and she's passing them.
Yeah, well, no, it's not about. But it's very sensitive.
Yeah.
Regardless, you don't. All right, I'll talk to you about it later. Anyways, Justin, you choose death by Justin Bieber in an elevator. Okay. Yeah, I mean, 6 hours in an elevator, I can tune anything out at this point. After
I don't know about you, but I shave my balls and put icy hot on them every night.
So that's your preference, regardless.
That's my thing.
I could offer you $10,000 in cash, or shaving your balls with icy hot, and you would still take the icy hot.
No, I already do that.
Right, exactly. And you would pass up on $10,000 in cash in order to keep doing it.
So I wouldn't be able to do that anymore if you offered me $10,000 in cash?
I would say $10,000 in cash, or you cannot, in the next
So,
hour, shave with icy hot on your nuts and cock.
I don't know. That's a hard choice.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Get some
So
icy hot.
the choice is made. I guess I would go with Justin Bieber in the elevator because I have an exceptionally I can hold my bladder for a long time, and I can tune out music pretty easily.
Pee in the corner or plug your ears.
And I just hate the process of man grooming altogether. I do it from time to time when it's relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
No icy hot?
they're gonna go literally nuts about this. But no icy hot. I mean, I assume it's very stingy.
I would assume it burns.
Yeah, burning,
Like-
stinging.
Crazy.
You ever gotten icy hot in a bad place, Kat?
No, I don't think I've ever used icy hot.
I think I've gotten it in my eye before. That wasn't
Really?
fun. Yeah, just a little, like more like I went to scratch my
That's
eye.
more than enough.
Yeah.
That-
I don't know. It goes away pretty quickly. Like it's not even there for an hour. So I guess it's an hour, like less than an hour of pain, or 6 hours of like consistent inconvenience.
I could listen to Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
I mean,
Realistically, the answer to that question is always going to be Justin Bieber.
yeah,
Unless you have super strong opinions about Justin Bieber.
I don't care.
I don't care either.
I mean, it just sounds like a girl.
Kat, have you ever
Sings,
listened to
that's all.
Justin Bieber recreationally?
No, he's one of the ones that I hear and immediately swat at the radio and change.
Okay, fair enough.
My kids probably couldn't listen to it.
Honestly, if you played the entire catalog of Justin Bieber mixed in with the Jackson 5, I might not be able to tell.
All right,
You know,
that's good.
that's
To
how
know.
it goes. Okay. Clovely says, bees? That's never happened before. Okay, Thor, did you get to the dentist after last Thursday? And did it go well?
No, I haven't gone. I scheduled an appointment and forgot I was going to be out of town. And I just got back into town, and we got a lot of things to do. I'll get there next week.
There you go.
I promise.
Kat, do you have any dental appointments that you need to catch up on?
Probably need to go in for a cleaning soon, but I haven't scheduled it yet.
Yeah, I'd love to.
A deep cleaning.
I miss my health coverage. I'm already wanting to go back for a dental cleaning. Okay, here's the most question about things that directly affect him. He's a pragmatist. I see. My favorite Wes Craven movie. For Kat, how is dealing with the wigs and makeup that goes into your cosplay? Do you enjoy those aspects of it, or do you see it as more of an unavoidable chore?
I enjoyed it more once I chopped off all my hair. It got a lot easier to do the wigs. Makeup's all still pretty much the same for all my characters, except for when I bust out Harley Quinn, and that's still a very, very lengthy learning process for me.
Yeah. Now, do you find that once the costume is made, do you typically like? Is that like most of your prep time is spent with hair and makeup rather than actually? Because with us, people ask us how long does it take to put the costume on, and I guess like most of your costumes, are they pretty much self-applying? Do you ever need to be zipped up or helped out with snaps or having whatever attached to you?
Not so much getting in. I always have someone double check me before I like leave the house, make sure everything's in where it's supposed to be and nothing's falling out. But I mean, most of the costumes so far have been pretty easy to get into. So yeah, probably the wig and the makeup are the longest.
Do you have one costume that's notorious for being hard to get into or hard to get ready for?
The Joker I wore at WonderCon. That thing had so many layers, and the wig is 3 different wigs attached to each other. So it's big and heavy and awkward, and it was a nice breezy day, so everything was trying to flow, and that's my nemesis right now.
We're both pretty relieved we don't have to wear wigs.
Yeah, it's nice.
Where's your wig? Where's the wig
That
you were
wig?
talking about last time?
It's over there. You see the hair?
Do it.
God,
Do it.
it's ridiculous looking.
We're gonna get a little wig debut here.
Only if you wear the other wig I have.
Oh man, really?
Yep.
Has it touched your head?
Nope.
Okay, well, that's a plus. Oh, the other wig. All right. Yeah. We're gonna try our debut of some wig cosplays right now, and Kat, you're gonna be the judge of who wears it best.
Oh god.
All right. Scale of 1 to 10. I guess I'll go first. I guess this is the front, right?
I have no idea.
There we go. I got a big head.
Are you wearing the Hit Girl wig?
I'm
Oh my god.
like Lulu Dallas or something. What do you think? Is this hot or not? Wood? Thumbs up, thumbs
Please
down.
wear that at Long Beach.
What do you think about this?
I think, yeah, you can pull it off.
All right. I feel like Ted Theodore Logan, and you like you're in an emo band.
I am in an emo band.
He does.
Yep.
It's giving me
What do
really
you
bad.
guys? All right. Who this time? Tell us who you like best, even though we did a whole lecture about it on our last episode.
Okay,
So-
just because the emo look's giving me really, really bad high school flashbacks, I'm gonna have to go with Loki.
You gonna cry? You gonna
Maybe.
you gonna do some bad things?
I'm gonna sing.
You gonna go right in your journal?
Oh, yeah. It's not heavy
What
enough.
does emo sound like? I guess it would turn into like, and then there would be a part where I'm like, all right, wig time is over. Back to questions. Oh man. Here we go. That face. Does Kat have freckles? And if so, does she like them?
I want to know if either one of you know if I have freckles.
Well, I'm looking at you now, and it looks like you got a lot of pixels on your face.
Yeah, I see pixels.
Yeah, your face is kind of pixelated, but I still love it. I bet. Listen, I have been very not that close to your face. We've hugged a bunch of times, but we've never really been like nose to nose. You knows what I'm saying?
I knows nothing.
So I think you might. I think you got a couple little freckles on there.
I do. They come and go. They're either barely there or they come out in full force, and I do love it when they're in full force.
All right. So you enjoy your own freckles. I see a couple little on your nose and right below your eyes. You got
There's a
couple
lot
there.
of freckles.
Yeah, there's some things in there. I don't know if I have them.
Blanketed.
It's mostly acne with me. So
Got like a teardrop thing right there on the side.
I don't know. whatever. It's mostly blemishes with me, and I love those. You know, I love nothing more than waking up and just having a big giant mountain on my face. So thanks for asking the freckles question, hurting feelings, Risa. Oh, Kat, what's the link to your cosplay page?
I tried to post it and it won't let me because of its webpage, but Harley Cat Cosplay on Facebook or Harley Cat Cos on Twitter.
What about Instagram?
Instagram, I don't actually have one for Harley Cat. And someone stole my name, so I need to come up with something creative.
All right, so that's Harley Cat with a K. HarleyKat. Get in there and do it. I expect to see who likes for Harley Cat. Now.
Hey, someone did. There you go, Bill.
Wait, does it make Cat a ginger if she has freckles? I don't know. Does it make you a ginger if you have freckles?
No.
No, ginger's normally redhead, which that goes in and out depending on what I do at the salon.
Yeah.
Depending on the season, depending on your mood.
I feel like the evidence of being a ginger is self-evident. You either are or you aren't.
My beard will turn red if I let it grow out.
Really?
It's weird. Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
Nope.
Kat, have you seen Romeo and Juliet?
I have. It still scares me. I don't like gnomes. I don't know why.
I don't remember too much about it except for that I was really uncomfortable with the textures. They had like kind of a shiny texture on everything.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Let's not go on anymore about
it. Doesn't even sound like anything I would ever want to see. You couldn't make a trailer good enough that would convince me to watch it. Just by the name alone.
Hard-hitting question. What are you having a snack? You opening up a...
Oh, no, Garen's getting himself food.
Wow, we can hear all that.
Yeah. He's getting a lot of stuff right. Werewolf or vampire?
He's now frozen in the kitchen, terrified of what to do.
Yes, and he will stay that way for another
hour.
Another hour and 8 minutes.
8, yeah.
Werewolves or vampires, Kat?
Werewolves.
I've always been partial towards vampires.
Yeah, I've been told I'm a vampire.
But I look more like I'd be a werewolf.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing particularly interesting. Like the werewolf
scratching behind the ear?
Yeah. There's nothing particular. Like the werewolf character is the Incredible Hulk. Potentially a decent guy, unremarkable, and then he becomes something that's out of his own control.
Purple pants.
Yeah.
I mean, if he had control, he wouldn't wear purple pants, right?
Right.
Okay.
That's the one thing he does have control over.
Okay.
So he just has terrible taste. Werewolves have terrible taste. Vampire is a remarkable person whose gifts are the only thing that are out of his control. His gift is his curse.
Yeah.
Immortality.
Yep.
Being kind of gifted and cursed with a plethora of abilities that can be added or subtracted depending on the mythos. Vampires are just more well filled out for me as a character. So
I'd be a vampire.
Yeah. Why do you go with? You said werewolves, correct?
Yeah.
Why do you go with werewolves?
Honestly, because I liked them better in Underworld, and nowadays when you say vampires, my brain automatically thinks of Twilight and makes me kind of want to stab my eyes out.
But there's werewolves in Twilight too. I mean,
yeah, but I forget they're there, so it's okay.
All right, they balance it out.
I've been told I look like that werewolf, whatever that dude's name is in the first Twilight movie. See him?
There's a werewolf in the first Twilight movie?
No? Maybe he's a vampire. Probably a vampire.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I can see you more as Kiefer Sutherland from Lost Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I get Keith.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's our next cosplay, guys. Quote us on that. Lost Boys cosplay coming at you.
Right.
Not gonna happen. Bye. All right. If you can't bedazzle ability of Babylon with bullshit, nothing wrong with bullshit. Do you have a holy grail dub smash you would like to create? Kat, is there a line from a movie that you would like to see said or portrayed in our culture more?
Hmm. Maybe one of the ones from Watchmen. That could be fun.
Yeah, Watchmen has some good lines in it. What do you think is a dub smash that we need to do?
I don't know. I mean, we're sitting on quite a few good ones.
Yeah, honestly, here's the thing. We will eventually dub smash every line from Thor, Avengers, and Dark World.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no real holy grail as far as those go, but there's gonna be one that's got a lot of dialogue for Thor that I'm looking forward to doing because it's gonna make him remember like 8 pages of lines, and it's gonna be great.
Is this something I know about?
Yeah, we were talking about it in the parking lot when we went to the place.
Oh.
Anyways,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean, I'm excited about a lot of. I want to. Man, what's a good line from a movie that we could dub smash really well? Somebody
we could do some Bill and Ted stuff.
Yeah, Bill and Ted will probably end up branching into that a little bit.
Wayne's World.
It's somebody brought up Encino Man. That's a great movie to get quotes from. I'm just whizzing the jet. No whizzing the juice.
I don't know any lines.
Kat, what movie do you love? Do you hate that you love?
What movie do you love to hate?
No. What movie do you hate that you love? Not love to hate.
Mm,
Not much.
But you love but hate.
just because I watched it the other night. Waiting.
All right, Ryan Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
I think I enjoyed that one when I watched it, but it wasn't anything that ended up getting talked about later, you know?
Never watched it.
Waiting?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I've never seen beginning to end is Avatar.
Yeah, neither have I.
I think it's the #1 grossing movie in the world ever, and I've never watched it beginning to end.
Wasn't a fan.
The only way to watch that is to watch it with riff tracks. Otherwise, it's just not worth it.
Why was it so high grossing?
James Cameron put something in the water? I don't know.
Yes.
Didn't it like take them a really long time to do that movie or something?
Yeah, it was supposed to be like this magnum opus, and then it was just another kind of crappy sci-fi movie, right?
I don't know.
All right. Well, there you go. Oh, RZA did the. All right. Oh crap. Trying to find one here. Not running low on questions. I lost my place. Oh, Garen's in the chat. How does that thing work?
There's more than one computer in the house?
That's impossible. You can't just go around doing that.
What are you doing right now?
I don't know. All right. She's not the bees. Have I skipped some things? Hair ties on your fingers. Okay, we did that. Bees, not the bees.
Yeah,
Where did you go to the dentist? Yeah, it's a thing. My old roommates in college used to say bees, 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 bees. And it's just a stupid thing. Okay, for Kat, we got that. Hydra Cup. Kat, tell us about your Hydra Cup and where you got it.
You're not gonna be able to see the logo, but it was a 2-pack of 1 Hydra glass and 1 Shield glass that I got at Hot Topic. And then there's also a Hydra mug somewhere in the kitchen from Spencer's.
Now, you also had another Hot Topic story earlier. How often are you going to Hot Topic? And
they know me. Let's just leave that. To the point where I wished one of the girls a happy birthday for tomorrow because she's not working.
All right, here is your word. Good night.
It's down the street, and they have Funkos, and I have a problem.
Oh, here we go. Kat, do you have any siblings?
Yes, and several step siblings. I have an older sister. I have 2 former stepbrothers from my dad's second marriage, and 1 stepbrother and 2 stepsisters from his current marriage.
All right. So here's a follow-up question. My Kaiser Soze says, my family likes my sibling, parentheses Thor, and not me, parentheses Loki. Any tips on how to not be angry, bitter, and depressed? Seriously. How do you shine as a sibling in a family unit?
I also don't talk to any of my siblings, so I'm probably not the best person to ask on that.
I mean, there's got to be a point where you have undermined one of them and made them sorry they ever slighted you in any way.
That's
You ever
kind
play any
of
pranks on your brothers and sisters?
Huh?
You ever play any good pranks on them?
No, my sister and I were never really close, so we kind of stayed away from each other as we grew up. And sorry, I see Sarah popping in. Hi, Sarah. My step siblings were all kind of really grown up by the time we all got together. One of my stepbrothers I was really close with, but we never really pranked each other.
Now, how about you? What do you do when your siblings are making you feel less than?
Never really grew up with any of my siblings.
Hmm.
My sister for a couple of years, but I was like 12 and she was like 7.
Yeah.
So nothing really.
All right, looks like I'm gonna have to carry this one. So I have an older brother, and everyone loves my older brother. And I'm looking at him as if he has anything to do with this, but the truth is, this is a completely separate issue. My older brother, my family loves him. Like, he shows up at any family gathering and they're like, oh my God, he's here. Like, can you believe it? It's like a rock star is in the building. Let's all just flip out about it. And I'm just like, but I was here. I've been here. No one cared. I was here at the last 8 things too that he skipped. He doesn't show up, and yet you love him so much. And what I find is that you just have to be funnier than he is, to the point of humiliating yourself in front of your own family. And that's how we got to do that one. So I don't know, like, if you're having sibling rivalry and you think your family likes them better, I mean, you gotta focus on you. Really, you gotta get out, find some goals that you feel would suit your own interests and passions. Go out there, become a better artist, become a better craftsman, become a better sports player, become a better caretaker for your mom or whoever it is in your family that might need you for stuff. Go out, do the thing you want to do, and just excel at it, you know? Yeah, well, I mean, just take care of you. And people will respond. It's like trying to get a date. You know, you look around and you're like, oh, I'm not tall enough. The guy who's taller than me, he gets all the girls. It's like, no, it's not because he's tall. It's because he's interesting. He's a nice guy, you know?
Yeah,
sometimes it's because he's tall.
Probably.
Sometimes. But
you don't want, yeah.
Kat, do you ever find yourself jealous of other people's attributes? And have you ever found a reward in bettering yourself to the point where someone has taken notice and given you the things that you wanted because you did something for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, especially in this community, it's really kind of easy to find attributes of others that, you know, I wish I would have, you know. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy. Like, I have a fairly good set of legs that I'm really proud of, and even somebody's commented on them a few times. Yes, that's all right.
You have a fairly good set of what?
Legs.
Oh, legs. Oh, I was like, yeah. I thought you said legs, and then I heard leggings, and I was like, you're proud of your leggings? But yeah,
Wow.
I don't think
you
anyone
have Darth Vader leggings, so a little bit.
I got some really nice leggings, and I think that's my best quality.
They look good.
Yeah. No, I don't think anyone here is in dispute about you having a great, just being a very beautiful young woman.
No
Anyways,
arguments.
Moving along. How do you feel about the new reblogging layout for Tumblr?
There's a new reblogging layout?
Yeah, I noticed something was a little different about it, but it's not really affecting me in any way.
No.
It's
I
like
haven't noticed it.
just the way things are like stacked on top of one another is different.
All I've noticed is more ads popping up.
All right, so not a fan because of the ads. Kat, have you noticed any reblogging layout problems?
No, I've only been on the phone for Tumblr in the last couple of days, so.
Oh, it's on the phone?
Well, I'm assuming it's probably more on the desktop.
Yeah, I think it's all on the desktop. I have no idea why it is doubling my statements. That new Tumblr update is horrible. Wow, people are really opposed to the new. What is going on here?
Anytime there's changes, people are gonna hate them.
Tumblr is for porn. Porn is everywhere on Tumblr. Internet is made for porn. Nothing wakes me up more than scrolling innocently through my feed and there being porn. Yeah.
See, nobody's shy.
Eraserhead is cool, but the soundtrack is scary. I hated Eraserhead so bad. So what is your Tumblr porn recommendation? My recommendation is not to actually follow any porn blogs, but wait for one of your friends to blog something and then just like dig into their stuff and see if there's anything you like.
I honestly haven't looked at any porn on there in over a year.
Really?
Yeah. I only follow like 13 people.
And Kat, you're the golden child, so you don't ever look at anything because you're it's pure as the driven snow.
No, I said I never saw anything on Tumblr.
Okay. Well, this is actually Tumblr specific, so you're still getting the benefit of the doubt as far as Tumblr porn recommendations. I mean, I could get into your preferences, but I wouldn't appreciate that question, so I'm not
I
going to
could give you plenty of websites. Let me bust out my list.
I dropped it somewhere, I think.
You dropped my heart, is what you did.
Yeah, I did. I threw it. I threw it on the ground.
Through my heart.
Okay.
God, that thing takes 4 batteries.
I've created a monster with Poto. How about POTC? Can you guess that? What's POTC? Penguins of the Coast. What's POTC?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean. But that doesn't sound as funny to say.
Yeah.
Potsy. Potsy.
What's the Potsy, man?
Say it with us, Kat. Potsy. Potsy.
Let's go to the Potsy.
Potsy. Okay. Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, those were fun movies for the first 2. After that,
I haven't seen any of the others. How many are there?
I think there's 4, and there's going to be a 5th. What do you think about there being a 5th Pirates of the Caribbean, Kat?
I thought there was 5, and there was about to be 6.
What do you think about there being a 6th Pirates of the Caribbean, Kat?
I think if once we stop remembering how many there are, there's too many.
Yeah, there was too many when I saw the 4th one. You haven't. CPR if he chokes on his coffee again. Huh? People like to type long things, and that slows me down. Loki has been lubed. All right.
I don't know.
Uh-huh. So glad I asked that question. All right, we're at 7:09. We're going to go into lightning round because I think I'm pretty behind. We're still talking about scrunchies here.
Donuts.
I'm not.
Donuts and ice cream.
Come on down.
All right, let's say you walk into a shopping center. There's a Walmart supermarket, a Chinese pizza place,
2 Chinese.
two
places.
Chinese food places, and a place called Donuts and Ice Cream. Where are you gonna go?
Probably the Chinese food.
All right, that is incorrect, and you are disqualified from any further answers. No, Donuts and Ice Cream is a silly place that's near here, and we love it. Put in a grunt. Oh my God. Okay, scrunchies. A lot of scrunchy conversations.
Well, the scrunchy conversation got a little
Yeah, a little overboard.
in there. So
Good point. I'm afraid that elevators, I'd take the icy hot. Piss on the speaker and short it out in the 6-hour elevator of Justin Bieber. I guess,
sometimes
that's on the ceiling,
just pee up.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the elevator is in space, right?
That's about as well advised as pissing in the wind. So anyone who wants to piss in an elevator speaker, you should do it.
I agree.
What's your favorite / least favorite? So what's your favorite and what's your least favorite non-comic movie? Kat?
That's not narrowing it down very much.
Yeah, it actually just cuts a small percentage out of movie choices.
Okay, favorites is going to be Breakfast and Tiffany's and When Harry Met Sally.
All right.
I like really old movies, apparently.
Least favorite movie?
I'm going to get a lot of crap for this, but the Lord of the Rings movies.
Really?
It's too long for me. I have a very short attention span, and I'm bored 20 minutes in.
I agree with you.
Does that include the Hobbit movies?
I know I saw the first one.
That's my
I've
fault.
seen parts of the second one, but I was sculpting the Loki helmet, and putting hot Warbler up to my face was more fun.
Oh my god. All right.
Wow.
Non-comics favorite and least favorite.
All right. It's hard to really have a favorite because there's so many good movies.
Yeah.
And it can change on a regular basis anytime a new movie comes out. But I would say the most memorable would be not Dusk Till Dawn. I can't even remember the name. Dawn of the Dead remake.
Wow. All right.
I watched it a lot.
What's your least favorite movie?
Yeah, that could be a lot of movies.
It's got to be one that you watched and you were mad after you saw it.
Mad?
You were angry that you spent money or spent time watching a movie. I got a list.
Do you?
Yeah, I got a bottom 3 list of movies that I hate.
You would.
Yeah.
I mean, out of anybody, you would actually have a list.
Yeah, I got a running list of those movies.
I know.
You
It's
can't
more
be surprised at that.
like you see a movie and like, oh, that was shit.
Yeah.
I'll never watch it again.
No.
And then
There's plenty of movies that I'll never watch again. I'm talking about movies that I'll actively, whenever I hear about them, I'm like, do not watch that movie.
Yeah, no, I don't have that. I don't have a movie.
See, it's funny because I have a hard time thinking of a movie that I love. That's not a comic movie. So which one do you hate?
Bambi?
Sad movie. A lot of people love it.
What's Bambi?
It's a mom dying story. You don't want to watch a mom die. So let me get started on my movies I hate thing. 1 is Eraserhead, which I mentioned earlier. 2 is Gummo, which is very similar to Eraserhead. It's awful. 3 is The Fountain with Hugh Jackman. 4 is Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson. That movie sucked shit hard. And those are the 4 movies that are on
with a straw.
Yeah, it was the worst. They're all the worst movie together. Like, you could just cut them all together at any point, and they're all the worst.
I've never seen any of them.
Never heard of some of them.
I better watch them.
Favorite movie, non-comics, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can go with that.
Kat, who's your favorite cosplayers? Who are your top, let's say, top 2?
You're going to make me narrow it down to 2?
Give me top 5.
Okay, can we establish that our base family is excluded from this because then it's just all of us?
No one. You can't name us because we're the best.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Default favorite cosplayers.
Mm,
This area, that's assumed. We're talking about top 7 to cut off the top 2, top 5 underneath that, not including the people that we hang out with.
okay,
People
so
that
not
you
including, not including Bennett, not including Notorious B.O.B., Mischief, Mistress Mischief, Ray Nick.
Yeah, no, don't eliminate friends. You've already named 3. So you got to name 2.
So
Rufflebutt? Okay. You got one more.
I have to go with Constantine in Tokyo. She gave me Hydra.
All right. I'm going to throw Ray Nix in there too for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I said Ray. I said her. Don't.
I didn't say. Okay, so we're cutting off Constantine in Tokyo then. We're cutting Constantine out because Ray Nix is filling your spot. What do you think? If you had a top 5, who is it going to be?
Oh God, I think we already had a question of the top 1, and I didn't even have one.
Yeah. All right, we'll skip you because it's going to take a long time.
Like the cosplayers I follow are usually just friends.
I'm gonna say Gary Sterling. I think that's his name. Gary Sterling Studios. I'm gonna say. Oh man, so many like hyper attractive women that I want to say, but I'm afraid people will get mad. You know what? Yeah, let's just say Gary Sterling Studios, and then Shawshank Cosplay is like close behind there because he does amazing things. So, Loki, if you could have $1 million, but you had to take care of a class full of 3-year-olds for 24 hours, would you do it? Would I take care of a class full of 3-year-olds for 24 hours for $1 million? That's 3 days of. That's like what? 4 days of work for a regular preschool teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Getting $1 million for it, of course.
You just throw like crackers and stuff out.
Oh, because I had said that I don't want to take care of a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I can deal with kids, especially if I'm getting paid well. I just don't want to do it in my social time.
Let's color.
Kat, how do you feel about babysitting / taking care of kids / hanging out with people who have like young kids?
I am really okay with being the fun aunt and passing kids back off to their parents very quickly after that. My niece is now actually back out here, non-biological niece that is, and she's actually going to be accompanying us next weekend at Long Beach, so that's going to be interesting.
Oh boy. What's your age bias? Like if there's an age of child that you're not down to like hang out with, what age is that?
I have a long-running joke that if it's younger than my shoe size, I don't want it near me.
All right. And you never ask a lady her shoe size.
What's your shoe size?
An 8.5. So somewhere.
Oh, really? Wow, that's a pretty high cutoff. I'll hang out with a 6-year-old, no problem, because they're talking and walking and doing stuff.
I don't like kids.
All right. So the age cutoff for ThorTV is 18.
Yeah.
Anyone under that age restriction need not apply.
Mm-hmm.
Those kids are never being seen again.
They're screwed.
Yeah. So that's a crazy question. $1 million for 24 hours with 3-year-olds, of course. Where's Thor's weapons? You mentioned it a few casts ago.
I think one of them is beside you for some unknown reason. You were playing with it.
We put that somewhere else. It's back there. So I don't know. He's got a ton of toys and stuff. Like, there's the big thing. We got this guy here. Kat, you have any weapons within grabbing distance?
None that aren't props. The swords at Dad's house, the knives are in their roll in the bedroom.
How many weapons would you estimate that you own?
Are we talking different types or total number?
I'm talking about, like, what he's holding up right now, that counts as one weapon because they come in a set. But I'm saying, how many weapon units do you own in your house right now? That you
If I open up my knife rolls, there's at least 40 knives in there.
Okay, so that's 40. What else outside? Because there's some
My
swords and stuff
katanas.
too, right?
Katana's at Dad's.
Well,
There's
no.
Spoken somewhere around here. And then there's all the cosplay props. Yes, they're very shiny, honey.
Do you know anything about wielding throwing knives? Have you practiced with throwing knives?
They're actually the one thing I haven't practiced with. I know for stuff like that, you actually do want to get a better quality because the cheap ones, if you hit the wrong thing, they will snap in half, and that's just not worth it.
All right. I've done a little throwing knife practice. I can probably hit my target. I can probably get it to hit right end forward about 40% of the time.
We can play these.
I don't want to do that. How many weapons are in this room right now?
All right. Well,
real or fake?
Real. 6 throwing knives. One of them's outside. We're using it for
right.
2 swords.
That thing's gonna fall apart.
Shh, I know how to handle this. All right. Kind of screws together. Why are you nervous? That you like knives, but yeah, these kind of it's broken. But
so Kat's a bit of a knife snob, and if she were here to see how badly made this sword is,
oh, okay, that's why I feel like I've done this, but I know I hadn't done this for the live thing, but I've done this online. I showed these to her already.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
On a
last week
webcast, right?
Yeah. After we got offline.
Yeah. So that thing is the worst. I've never seen a more badly made blade or handle assembly. And then there's a fake gun with a clip that I love. I love dropping a clip out of it. So let's say there's a couple dozen weapons in here that are either real or not real.
You'll never know.
At my house, I probably only have 6 things that could be classified as a weapon, and that includes a foam bat from a dollar store.
Well, we can't forget the #1 most dangerous weapon in here.
You got one of those? That's right.
Yeah.
Nice.
I made one.
It's not lit up though.
I wanted to.
Don't break it. All right, so for the next 5 minutes, he'll be trying to light that up.
Open!
Oh, you can't wait for this. Yanlena Enna is going to be at SAC Anime, and we look forward to seeing you too. Loki looks girly. Thor looks different. All right, Joanna.
The wigs.
I think it's because my hair's down. Bill looks like it's with the wigs. I see. Poor Thor and his wig. This is the best live cast yet. For those of you, this is cosplay. Looks like a member of Black Veil Brides in his wig. Kat, can you add links to? Okay, no. So we don't have links to any of Kat's stuff.
No, but I got it linked up on the YouTube, so it's there now.
Who's your favorite writer, Kat?
I don't know that I have one.
Let's try what's your favorite genre of writing? If you were to pick up a novel, which section would you go for?
Either sci-fi or something kind of old school, like Sherlock Holmes and Shakespeare and stuff that's been around forever and a day.
Okay. Would you say, but you don't have a favorite sci-fi writer? No.
No. What is he doing?
No, he's got some props he wants to show off. I ain't putting that thing on. Jesus. There's like a thing. And there's tooth marks in it. I'm not going to put it anywhere near my mouth. Here's approximately what it would look like. That's not happening anytime soon because of this. See that there? That's how it stays in your mouth.
Like a pacifier.
What do you think it was going to?
And that's made out of foam. So foam that will absorb anything liquid.
Yum. Okay.
Favorite writer. We've done this one like 3 or 4 times now.
Here's Anthony.
Oh God. God did the stories. I don't know. What? Robert Kirkman.
I knew that.
Yeah, there it is. Favorite non-comic book. What's your favorite book you've ever read, Kat?
Non-comic?
Non-comic book.
Sorry. Staring at the bookcase trying to come up with one.
Are you looking at a bookshelf?
I am.
Are you cheating?
That's what I do. Like, people are asking about movies and they're asking about stuff, and I keep looking up at the pile of DVDs on top of my DVD player right now.
I really liked the True Blood series. The books, not the TV show.
All right.
Kind of like Catherine Harris, I want to say her name is.
Catherine Harris. What's your favorite book?
On a Pale Horse.
On a Pale Horse.
Mm-hmm. It's a book about death.
Okay. Mine is Snow Crash. Okay, we got a lot of stuff coming in about Twilight and abusive relationships.
Abusive relationships?
Yeah, how Twilight illustrates abusive relationships. We're not going to get into that.
Okay.
Everything except Bella and Edward and their abusive relationship was good about the book. Oh, I see. All right. I haven't seen the movies. Got it. Okay, Rami Malek, the guy from Need for Speed. They left too much out of the movies, really. Lena, the guy from Night at the Museum. They should have ignored Bella and Edward. Oh my God, so many conversations. If I actually
brought up Twilight.
Yeah, I did. I shouldn't have done that. You'd never cross fandoms. That's what you learned from Ghostbusters. My favorite movie of all time. I might be showing. Okay, Jasper, totally. Jack got the. Did you know Remy had a twin brother? Who? What is that about? Did you know that Leah's in Twilight as well? Hi, Kat. Stopping by to say hi. Here's my question for you. What are your long-term cosplay goals? Is this just a hobby for you, or would you like to make money doing this?
Well, I mean, it's hobby first. If it got to a point where it was a little more self-efficient and kind of paid for itself a little bit, I wouldn't complain. But I mean, I've been doing this for 2 years without really worrying about making money off of it. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm still going to do it.
All right. So it's a hobby no matter what. And if it becomes more beneficial than that, then you will embrace that.
Mm-hmm.
I never even thought about when doing it that it could be like a thing that people get paid for professionally.
Yeah. It's just not something, I don't know. I don't encourage people getting into it if they're aiming to make money.
No, not at all. You got to have fun doing those things. It's like anything, really.
I've heard many women like to climb trees, tall men.
Oh
my God. That's good. Compare men to trees. That's the kind of boyfriend you want to have as a tree man. I am Groot. That sort of thing. Yeah, great boyfriend material. Sometimes it's better to make your own way and make yourself found. And okay. I'm the black sheep of my family, and I love it. Weird sheep, find your own voice and own it. I have 2 older siblings. Everyone has sibling stories. What's the worst experience you've had at a con? And what was the least organized con you guys have ever been to? What's the worst experience you've had at a con? And what's the least organized con you've ever been to?
I don't think I've ever had any really bad experiences.
Yeah, it's been more or less pretty pleasant.
Yeah.
I've Had a couple of people that I didn't like walk up to me and say things that I didn't.
That always happens.
Yeah, but I mean, that's about the extent of the unpleasant experiences. Like, I've told a lot of those stories. The rest of them are just people that just rub me the wrong way. You know?
Yeah, like, I've had a couple people like try to take photos of me from behind and then turn around because you get to that point where you can feel the cameras on you and you kind of do that look. And I mean, a couple creepers here and there, but nothing too awful.
So, guys, if you see somebody with a booty that you want to take a picture of, you gotta ask. That's important.
Especially if you just want a picture of her booty.
Yeah, you gotta be like, can you just turn it around for me? Give me the whole
arch back a little bit.
Yeah, pop it like it's hot.
Twerking.
What do you think is the? I don't know if I want to ask. So you can opt out of this. But what do you think is the least organized con you've ever been to?
I think we might all have the same answer. But it was a brand new one, so I'm not holding it against them.
Yeah. There was definitely a recent con that had less preparation than it should have. But overall, I honestly had a lot of fun there, despite the fact that
I had more fun at that con than I think of any con.
Yeah. It may not have been the best organized, but it was certainly one of the most.
But I mean, it's year one. Anyone who went in and expected it to be perfect was
Right.
highly unrealistic. Now, San Diego, if they could understand line management, that'd be fabulous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't ever want to badmouth a con unless they really maliciously do something bad to me on purpose. And that's not the case with a lack of organization. So, you know, if a con is not organized, but you still have a good time, you know, don't go around telling people that it was the worst con you've ever been to. Because if you had what's the point of it? Honestly, didn't you have a bad experience with Comic-Con not being able to organize a line correctly and you got kind of screwed with something?
Twice. So this last year, I will attempt to get into the Funko line at San Diego Comic-Con. It is probably just about as tricky to get into Comic-Con as it is to get into the Funko line. And this year we were there on preview night and they have this roped off section and they started lining us up right outside of it. And they're like, okay, you guys are all organized. You're good. We're going to get you all in. Half hour, 45 minutes later, they came by and went, anyone who's not in the ropes is not in line. You have to leave or we're shutting this down.
Wow.
And I'm like, you couldn't have told me this 45 minutes ago? Like, if I wasn't in, that's fine. I'll come back later. But don't have me wait somewhere for 45 minutes and miss out on seeing, you know, Mike Colson, who is in town for only a couple days, and a few other people. Like, don't take away from me. Like, if I'm not in, I'm not in. That's fine. I'll find something else to do. There's plenty to do. Just don't give me false hope. And then this one's sad. I was one of the lucky few who got the tickets for the Crimson Peak signing. My awesome roommate was right there at the booth when the gates opened, so he got me the ticket. We were kind of hanging out in the general area where they were doing the lineup. They didn't have a problem with us as long as we kept walking. There was a group of about 20 of us that were like, okay, they're about to open the line. All we need to do is 180, rotate. We're in. We're fine. I don't know if it was the people necessarily in that group of 20 that said it or the people right behind that group of 20, but all of a sudden that line opened and we were all shoved. Not, you know, little push, no. Feet off the floor, good 20 feet in front of me. And I'm like...
Wait, Kat.
Yes?
Okay. We lost a little bit of your audio. You were all shoved, and then what happened?
We were shoved about 20 feet. People almost got trampled. There was someone in the crowd with a baby that almost got trampled, and it was just like there's nothing at Comic-Con that I find worth it, including meeting Tom Hiddleston and Maya and Del Toro, like the entire cast I would love to meet. Not gonna die for that. Not worth it for me.
Welcome to every rock concert ever.
Yeah, well,
I
it's
almost
not that. But that's there. When you walk into a rock concert, there's an agreement that you're gonna get a couple shoulders and stuff knocked into you.
Yeah.
When you walk to a
People just
convention,
go there angry though.
yeah, you don't want to get rushed when you're in line for a panel
No.
or a presentation.
Okay.
And
I'm
Captain
interrupting
Jack.
you.
Hmm?
I'm interrupting you for a second because our favorite Hydra agent just showed up. So, hi, honey. Our notorious B.O.B. is in here now.
B.O.B.
What up, Roboito? All right.
Continue.
I'm gonna play that on the side at some point when I get back to SoCal. We'll figure out some time for that. Are you guys going? Are you going to Long Beach? You're going to Long Beach, yes, because you're going with your child friend.
Yes.
Maybe we'll figure out a place to play some board games when you're at Long Beach.
If not, Salt Lake.
Captain Jack fan says 26. Adopt me, meaning she's 26 and she wants you to adopt her. Do you accept, Kat?
It might be really weird to adopt someone a year younger than me, so I'll have to pass.
Sounds racist. All right. Moving along. A lot of people talking about how they don't like kids. Why does every guy on Tinder pose with a fish?
What? They do?
Why does every guy on Tinder pose with a fish, Kat?
I don't know. Maybe it's in the terms and agreement. I don't know.
I will read anything with a question mark. The correct answer is because Tinder is actually the ocean. It's run by the ocean.
There are plenty of fish in the sea.
Oh yeah, that's actually the best answer you can get. It's Tinder is actually plentyoffish.com.
It is.
Okay.
Hail Hydra.
It's all Hydra underneath.
All right.
Oh, maybe that's why, because they were all on Plenty of Fish, and so they hold a picture up with a fish, and then they all went to Tinder, and they're too lazy to take more pictures. So they just put that up.
Got it.
You could put a picture up with holding some Tinder.
Yeah, you could just, it's kindling.
Yeah.
Did you just sniff the Tesseract while I wasn't looking?
I don't know. I sniff all the things.
God, I told you not to do that anymore.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Anymore? How often does he do that?
Don't worry about it. He doesn't have his muzzle on right now. He has a hard time talking. Do you like small conventions of 1,000 people or less? And if so, would you go to one? I'll go to any convention.
I like conventions that are fun. Doesn't matter how many people are there. Unless we start getting...
Yeah, I'll go to a con of any size as long as it's as long as it's well intentioned and it's
not the size that matters.
Yeah, if they invite me out and pay for a hotel room for me to stay at and stuff, then I'll certainly go to any convention.
How much fun do you have?
How much funding I have. Boom. Clovely says, gotta eat the booty like groceries.
Like groceries.
Kat, going back to the 1,000 people or less conventions, how do you feel about smaller conventions?
I like them. Like, the only really big ones I go to are WonderCon in San Diego. So, I mean, a lot of the ones I go to are little ones.
It was a microwave, wasn't it?
is there a microwaving happening in the background right now?
Not a microwave. The oven was preheating, though, yes.
Is it a bomb?
It is.
Huh?
Kat, get out of the house. It's a bomb.
Take the laptop.
Don't
disconnect. Stay connected to us.
Looks like we've gotten to the end of the chat stream. Notorious B.O.B. is here, an agent of Hydra. How is it that you met Notorious B.O.B.?
Oh, I love this story. I was outside of WonderCon, and I was getting photos taken with a Doc Ock and a Team Rocket member, and we were all hailing Hydra. And all of a sudden, everybody who's taking photos starts laughing, and they're like, "You are getting the best photo bomb ever." And I stopped and I turned around, and he was there behind me, and I basically ran at him and tackled him and won't let him go since.
And that's how you make friends.
Now, I lost touch with Deadpool comics before Bob, Agent of Hydra, got involved in anything. How would you say your cred is as far as characters you've cosplayed versus like storylines you've actually read, and like would you say that you're pretty well versed in trivia as far as like the stuff you've cosplayed?
Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy I could probably do decently. You get me into probably any of the others, I would probably do really, really bad.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I know I've had to follow a bunch, not had to, but I've started following a bunch of Loki blogs. But if you would ask me anything about Loki when the first Thor movie came out, I would have had zero input as far as anything. How much do you know about Thor?
He drinks beer and coffee.
There you go. So there you go about credibility in cosplay. Like, it's not, you don't have to be, you know, we're strong advocates of not having to be super knowledgeable nerd guy about the stuff that you cosplay. Let's see, what do we got? Is there any one certain con that you've heard about and you'd like to attend but haven't been able to make it to yet? I want all of us to answer at the same time on this one. I'm going to count to 3.
Mine's going to be different.
A con
that you have not been able to attend but you want to. Ready? Do you have your answer, Kat?
Different. I know what you were going to say.
I know what
I'm going to say.
You don't know what you're going to say?
I don't even know what I'm going to say.
All right, let's not do it on the count of 3. Kat, what's yours?
New York.
New York.
I want to go to New York Comic Con.
All right. Mine was going to be Dragon Con. Yeah.
I've never been to Dragon Con.
Well, that's the whole point of the question, is one that you've never been to but you want to go to.
Let's go to Dragon Con.
Next year, we're going to try to make it to Dragon Con.
Where is it?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah. It's happening this weekend.
Sure. Let's go.
So we can't go this year. We're going to Sac Anime.
No, but next year we might know someone who lives out there. So,
I mean, I definitely know someone who lives out there. I just
Getting
didn't want to buy a plane ticket and a pass this year. So we'll see what happens next year. Do any of you guys own a real gun? And which caliber? No, I like talking and looking at guns. I like talking about and looking at guns, but I don't like holding them. Like, this gun here is pellet airsoft?
Yeah, it's just
Doesn't
pellet
even have
gun.
a trigger. There's no trigger there at all.
Broke.
So it's completely harmless, and I love doing this.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's like,
yeah, there you go.
like, I love that.
He was doing that yesterday.
Like, that's my favorite thing in the world, is just to walk around the house like I'm an undercover cop who just found a dead body in the living room.
He was like pretending to shoot everything in my room.
What are your feelings towards guns, Kat?
I don't mind them. My dad's taken me shooting a few times, and I'm a fairly okay shot. I just
Sure.
They're too loud.
haven't had any desire to go out and buy one. That's not, for cosplay purposes.
And what's your experience with guns?
Shooting range is nice. I don't know. I have no desire to own a gun, especially having kids. I don't really want to have a gun around. I don't know. Guns are okay in my book. There's nothing wrong with guns. Just don't have a desire to own one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that guns are something that should be available, but I find that the type of people who are really enticed and gravitated towards guns are oftentimes the people who should be least.
Yeah.
Who should be the least eligible for guns.
I agree with that.
I find that it kind of go like gun enthusiasm is like a 50-50 split. Either you're one of these guys that takes it super seriously and won't even joke about like guns are not meant to harm. Like people who are like, I own guns. They're not meant to harm people. Guns are meant to be like for sport and whatever, recreation. And then there are people who are like, yeah, I want to buy a Glock so like no one can approach me on the street and threaten me because I want to point a gun at someone whenever I feel threatened.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Never use
that's the
anything.
guy I don't want to be around at all.
No.
So,
Yeah. In the industry I work in, we have a giant trade show at the beginning of the year called SHOT Show. It's in the Las Vegas Convention Center. It makes San Diego Comic-Con look small. You see a lot of different gun people there.
Yeah.
It's mostly guns, a little bit of knives, a lot of really interesting people.
have you ever felt the like? Have you ever seen someone who's, you know, working in the knife industry? Have you ever like seen someone and just been like, I'm not gonna sell this person a knife. Like, I don't want this person to own a weapon.
Yeah, there was a couple when I worked in the knife shop that I would kind of talk them up to price ranges that I knew that they weren't going to bite at, just to get them to go away.
Sneaky. I like that.
You want
It works.
$4,000 cutting knife right here.
This is actually a lightsaber, working lightsaber. It contains one of the only lightsaber crystals that's ever actually been discovered. It goes for about $3.5 trillion. But I think it would be a great fit for you. What do you think? And then they're just like, I'm out. I can't. It's meant for me, but I can't do it.
Made from metal from Asgard.
Yeah. Dwarven made. All right. Like to go to anybody recording math. Has any of you three ever been to a shooting range? Yes, yes, yes. We all established that. Someone asked how we met you, Kat.
I know how we met. Do you remember how we met?
Was it at Long Beach?
Nope.
Was it at Kamikaze?
No. The first two cons I saw you at were San Diego and WonderCon.
Was I in my first Loki costume that year? Was it 2013?
You were stuck at the booth. I was walking out as Poison Ivy, and I saw the mob of people around somebody. I'm like, oh, who's that? And I looked, and I'm like, holy crap. And snuck up, got a picture, and that was the last thing we did.
Me being overwhelmed is not a great time for me to remember meeting someone, but
No.
we've obviously been in touch a lot since then. So
Yeah, because when I saw you again at WonderCon, I was like, hey, good to see you again. And you're like, I'm like,
Yes.
I was Ivy, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, it's hard to, especially when someone's dressed in a completely different costume, it's hard to make that connection sometimes. So that's how we met. What about you guys? That because I was traveling alone.
Kamikaze 2014, I think.
No,
Yeah.
no, Kat's
No.
waving. No,
I liked the picture of us, the first picture of us last week, dude.
It was Kamikaze.
San Diego. You walked by our booth, and I screamed your name.
Yeah, you did scream my name.
that was the first time.
I guess so.
Comic-Con?
I thought it was Kamikaze.
Uh-uh.
It was in San
That's
Diego.
San
Cat's
Diego,
got
and
it
then I
better.
saw you again at Kamikaze.
I have a horrible memory.
Dragon Con kicks ass. Starts tomorrow. Need to put foil on potatoes. I live in Indiana.
Gotta
All
go.
we got is
I gotta
corn
go
and
foil my potatoes.
Yeah, seriously. Gun isn't harmless. You can hit someone with it. Sure, pistol whipping is a thing. Loki, where do you stay in Thor's house?
We snuggle right there.
Yep. That's a two-man situation right there. No, there's a couch out in the living room. So when I stay here,
I sleep on the couch.
I'm not on the couch. The couch is about this long. And I get to get in a nice fetal position. He's giving me a hard time because I'm giving him a hard time. And he's like, you can have the bed. And I'm like, I don't want to sleep in your man stink. So I sleep out on the couch. It smells
I
like
am willing to
fine.
replace everything on there. Let you have the bed.
Have you ever had a spark gun duel?
Spark gun duel.
Have
What
you ever
is
had a
that?
spark gun duel, Kat?
Sure. Every day.
Yeah, I don't. We
She's
never had
nodding. You can't see her.
a spark gun
Gosh,
duel.
mm-mm.
It's just a fire hat. I mean, I know what a spark gun is. I've shot Roman candles at my friends.
Oh, okay, spark gun.
That's not a spark gun. Spark gun
But
is a
like-
little thing where you pull the trigger and sparks come out of the front of it. Yeah. I think they were in existence when I was a kid, but I didn't really own them, and we certainly didn't fight with them. But I have had a thing where we go out to a sod field, 2 people light Roman candles and just run in a circle and try to hit each other with the
Chase each other.
projectiles. Yeah,
That would be fun.
yeah,
We should do that.
that's a good time. Nuga. Someone pop a squat quick. It's an
Oh
emergency.
wow, you're at the very bottom.
Yeah. Well, there's no more questions. Oh, have you ever heard of Con Nuga or Anime Blast? They're in Chattanooga.
Anuga.
I have not heard of Con Nuga, and I'm pretty sure that's a racist thing to say. And I've not heard of Anime Blast either. But like I said, if they're willing to fly us out there and give us free tickets, then I'll be there. You know, so send tweets to Kanuga.
Kanuga. An Anime Blast.
Yeah, an Anime Blast, and we'll
Sounds
try
like
to
a
be
porno.
there.
Anime Blast.
No,
No, not working.
nope, that's not a
Kanuga.
thing. Kat, you want to come to Kanuga and Anime Blast if we get an extra ticket?
Sure.
Okay.
I'd go to
Sweet.
Tennessee.
Shooting Roman candles at people is fun. Yeah, it's true. I once had a big box of fireworks. That was the best summer of my life.
That's every summer of my life.
What's your experience with fireworks? How do you feel about them?
I love them. It's what we do for my birthday every year.
You fireworks together?
Yeah, in Garden Grove, they're legal to buy and shoot off as long as they're not actual ones that shoot into the sky. So that doesn't stop people. So for the last 15 years, my dad and I will go up there, buy a couple $100 worth of stuff, and spend the next 4 hours shooting them off.
What's your favorite firework?
There's one called the bazooka. It's literally a giant tube, and you have to actually hold this one, and you'll light it, and it'll shoot out flames. I think there's a video on Harley Cat. If not, there will be by the end of the night.
Very good.
And I might have taken video this year as I was holding it, because that's what you do with fireworks.
I'm partial to bundling sparklers. If you get about 100 sparklers and you put a tie wrap around them, they make what's called a sparkler bomb, and you just use one of them as a wick, and it'll eventually burn the rest of them, and they'll just turn into this enormous flare of fire. Don't try this at home, kids, especially not in California where it's dry.
Okay, but I'm bringing all the sparklers with me to Utah then.
But you ever get those like Piccolo Pete's or Whistlers? Like you pull off the little stand that it has on it, and you hammer the end of it, and then you like light it and throw it in a 2-liter bottle and close it and they explode.
No, I've never done
Neither have I.
It's meant to be done like that.
No.
Oh, all right.
It's not meant to be done, but you have to realize, I mean, being in California, you get nothing as far as fireworks go.
Yeah, there's a couple places that will sell sparklers near 4th of July, but
That's
nothing
it.
real,
We got
right?
like nothing good here
yeah.
to play with.
Garden Grove
So
will do it from July 1st to July 4th. So if you
So
come
you got
back,
3-day window. Yeah, Vegas. We're also kind of near Vegas, so
let's go.
let's do it. All right, what did we
Go
say?
to the top of Excalibur and shoot some fireworks off.
All right, last few questions. Kat, do you have a really bad school picture? And if so, just
probably, but I don't know where any of them are, thankfully.
really bad school picture.
We'll
go.
find it. I'm sure there is. I'm sure it exists. I haven't seen my school pictures.
I have one where I insisted on wearing navy blue sport coat with like aviators, like chevrons on it, like Air Force chevrons that I had my mom sew on there because I thought they were cool. I also had a flat top with a rat tail and lines on the side. I was about 9 years old at the time with the laser background. You don't get any better than that.
Yeah. No, that's legit.
Yeah.
Stuff.
It was great. It was the great picture.
Laser backgrounds.
How long am I staying with Thor until Sunday? Are you all having a good week? Kat, you having a good week?
It's been a long week, but it's not bad.
Okay. How's your week been?
Tiring.
Same here. I'm actually feeling a little icky because my week has been so busy. But other than that, it's been a good week. What's the best role Hugo Weaving has ever played?
Bring Hugo Weaving into this.
I know where this is going.
I know exactly where this is going.
Kat, what's the best role Hugo Weaving's ever played?
I want to know who asked the question first.
Lena Marie.
Nice.
Lena Marie?
I'm gonna have to be incredibly biased and say Red Skull.
There you go.
Matrix.
Yeah, Agent Smith. Although I do like him. What is it, Elrond from Lord of the Rings with like the little ringlets in his hair? That was cool. So I'm gonna go with Lord of the Rings just to
Red Skull because he does have the Tesseract.
Keep messaging Emerald City Comic Con to invite you guys. Thank you for doing that. I shot my sister in the ass with a BB gun.
Great.
Having our first. What convention are you going to next? We're going to SAC Anime next.
Tomorrow.
Yep. No. Loud noises. Good. All right. This may be the last few questions. Top Gun volleyball scene? Question mark?
No.
Yeah.
Stop. Just no.
Wait. Kaiser Soze wants me to post the pics. I'd have to go back to Rhode Island to find those pictures. They're not available to me right now. Wolfman, he was in the Wolfman. Do you want to take lots of pics? Okay. No one going for V for Vendetta with Hugo Weaving. Yeah, but you don't ever see Hugo Weaving in V for Vendetta. He's just a guy with a mask. Movie. You should watch it.
So I've been told.
So, in summary, I feel sick and I feel a fever coming on. So, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Yeah, seriously. And Harley Cat Cosplay, it was great having you tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Please, everyone here, go and follow her on Facebook, Harley Cat Cosplay, or what was the other one?
Harley Cat COS, COS on Twitter.
On Twitter, and you have a Tumblr as well.
I do, but I don't really do anything cosplay-y on it, so Facebook's the best way to follow me for the cosplay.
All right, so Twitter and Facebook, Harley Cat Cosplay, Harley Cat Cos.
And then Raven had said that she met us at NerdCon. Raven, what were you at NerdCon?
I think she said she was Alice from Madness or something. In a blue dress.
Okay.
Yeah. It's so hard to keep track of everyone.
I think there was only one Alice. I remember her.
I think I might.
There's only one.
I was so overwhelmed with that con.
We had a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, we did. We were very busy that one. All right. So I'm beginning to die slowly here. I want everyone to have a good. We're gonna. So once again, farewell, and
we love you.
We're going to the place of not here. Thank you again, Harley.